Hello everyone, Shiny Fire here, and welcome to the Paper Survivor Direct, the thing that you have all been waiting for a long time. Now, this video will probably be unscripted. I mean, it definitely is unscripted, because I don't have a script on me right now. Yeah, there's no script here, or here, or here. So yeah, this is definitely unscripted. So, here are the seasons I'm going to be going over today. Season 3, the final characters. Well, seeing as we know most of the characters, I'll be showing off the Season 2 characters that will be brought back for the season, followed by Seasons 4 to 8. Now, let's get things started. Patrick Starfish, our first returnee from the Season 2 cast. Now, Patrick Star, he'll probably do better in this season than last season. I don't know, but to be honest, we never got to see much of his relationship with Toad, like friendship, not like actual relationship, more like a friendship, if you know what I mean. But I think if Toad is in the season as well, we could see more of the dynamic together, and I hope that they are. And next up is Freddy Fazbear. Now, Freddy Fazbear didn't really do much in Season 2, if I was honest. He was only there just because of plot armor, I guess. I don't know, because there was some characters that, probably lasted their run on the show. But I feel like having Freddy Fazbear compete another time could give him a chance to do more than he did in Season 2. Now, this is just my opinion, okay? Character 3, Toad. I feel like Toad did quite a lot in the last season, and I feel like if we brought Toad back with Patrick, we could see him do more than he did in Season 2. But I feel like if he's here in this season, he'll probably be an early boot, so that Patrick, I guess, could go farther. I don't really know. Okay, fourth character is Fizzarolli. No, everyone probably likes Fizzarolli. I mean, how can you not dislike? How can you dislike him? So, Fizzarolli was kinda eliminated unfairly, I guess. I mean, he was only eliminated just because Ellie and Lightning had plot armor, and I feel bad for eliminating him in that stage of the game, and bringing him back so we can do more will probably help out, definitely. And our last character is Ellie. Right, the Season 2 antagonist of the Season 2 antagonist. Now you're probably, why am I bringing her back? Am I going to do the same thing I did with Crimson? Well, surprisingly, no. And if you're going to ask if I'm going to make evil more evil, surprisingly, no. I'm just going to have her back in the season and be the strategic, let her be the strategic self. I mean, it can't hurt that bad if I do bring her back, right? Right? Anyways, let's move on to Season 4, shall we? Called Island's Revenge. So, most of the Toad Paper Island seasons that I've seen, that are in the Paper Show community, have mostly, their first seasons have mostly involved around the original seasons of Total Drama. So I'll be going down that route. However, I won't have All Stars as a Season 5, and I'll get to that later. So, Season 4 is called Island's Revenge. You're probably wondering, why is it not called Revenge of the Island? Well, I think Island's Revenge is a bit more better, in my opinion. I don't know. It's a bit worded better, in my opinion. But, hey, just let me have my fun, alright? I don't want to be judged on all this. But let's just get to the cast. So, our first contestant is none other than the Season 1 winner, Priya. Well, when I mean by Season 1, I mean by Season 1 of the reboot. Now, Priya in Total Drama Island, the reboot, was shown to be kinda... she was a threat after all. I mean, if she managed to win the first season and be trained all of her life just so she can be in a competition show, I'm sure she'll use that as an advantage in this game, but who knows? Whoop, sorry about that. Next up, we've got the Total Drama Revenge of the Island's antagonist, Scott. We all know how Scott did in Total Drama Revenge of the Island and in All Stars. Let's see if he puts all those skills to the test in this season, especially with all the moves he did in Revenge of the Island. Up next, we've got Anastasia, my favourite character from the Gen 3 cast. I only put her here because, So how I decide my cast is, I basically have, franchises on the wheel, I spin it, and, the wheel makes me choose a character from it. So, she'll probably be an early boot, I don't know, I'll see what I'm able to do for her. Next is Brick. Now, this is another Total Drama character, and you're like, is 3 Total Drama characters already? I mean, if there's plenty of Thomas and Friends characters in this one. So, Brick is a cadet in Total Drama, that's what he's said to be. And I feel like having him in this season, maybe he can show off his strength of when he was. I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. Next is Tennis Ball. Tennis Ball has got the brains. Well, it's kind of obvious he does have the brains of them all. And seeing as he is on his own, and not, with Golf Ball, maybe this could be an opportunity to see how good Tennis Ball can do without Golf Ball. Next up is the floor. Same reason as Anastasia, but hey, I'll see what I'm able to do. Next up is the Gordon. Now, Gordon is a popular Thomas the Tank Engine character. He is big, he's very strong, and in the Railway Series lore, in the Railway Series canon, he pulled the Express from Tidmouth, I think, to Barrow Infernus. Barrow, that's on the mainland, of course, non-stop. And he did that for about, I don't know, nearly 90 years or something. And that's impressive for A1 Pacific. And I feel like putting him in this season can have all that strength to the test as well. Followed by Brick. Next is Anxiety. We all saw Inside Out 2 and how Anxiety can panic a lot. But hey, hopefully Anxiety will be able to make new friends, and hopefully they can try and stop this, thing of hers. Him or her. Next is Oliver, the Great Western Engine. Kinda the same reason as the Floor and Anastasia. I don't have much to say about him. Next is Sweden. Basically, I'm just putting a country ball character in here, so why not? Skarloey. Skarloey is one of the oldest engines on Sodor. He's the oldest engine on the narrow gauge railway, which is called the Skarloey Railway. And I feel like, seeing as he's the oldest, let's see if he can do some leadership for the team. For the team that he will be on. But we'll just have to wait and see. Next up is Sprout. Sprout is known to be a healer in Dandy's World, the game. And seeing as Sprout has got quite a lot to do with healing and all that, I mean, that's their ability in the game, hopefully they could be the support of the team, shall we say. Next is V. I feel like V could be an antagonist-like character in this season. Maybe something like Scott, but I feel like V could be that character that could be good at manipulation and all that. So I feel like Scott could have a bit of a challenge here. Who knows? Next is Donkey Kong, another one with the strengths. Why don't I just have the season as a bronze versus brains versus beauty? Beauty. Anyways, Donkey Kong is here. I have nothing to say about him, honestly, but I'm just gonna say good luck to him. Just to not repeat the same thing. Next is Lady the Magical Engine. I mean, I do have a season planned for an all-villains season, like villains from franchises, and yep, I'm gonna say it now, Diesel 10 will be in it. So if Diesel 10 is going to be in that villain season, why not just have Lady in this season? I don't know. I'll probably do a heroes versus villain season someday. Next is Crichton. Alright, I've got quite a lot to talk about for this guy. So, for those that don't know, in the 80s, you know how the BBC, in 1953 tried to make a adaptation of Thomas and Friends? Yeah, and you know how that got cancelled? Well, they made a sci-fi TV show called Red Dwarf, which involved with a person being the last human left and was stuck with a cat who turned into a human, which makes no sense. Don't ask me why. If you just want to watch the show and see for yourself, go right ahead. I'm not going to stop you. A hologram and a robot. And this is the robot character right here. And yeah, that's kind of it for Crichton. I really hope he does his best in this season, as he's the first representative for the Red Dwarf characters. Good luck! Next is Fries. If you're going to be wondering, this will be the BFDIA take on Fries. So yeah, we'll probably see Fries using his strength, brains, and yeah, his personality. I mean, let's see how his team will deal with him in this. I don't know. Next is Baxter. Baxter is said to be a scientific character, shall we say. I mean, season 2 of Hazbin Hotel is around the corner, so it's best having him in this season. You know, a new character being in a new season. Eh? Anyways, next is... Oh dear. Oh no. It's Billy. Anyways, we've got Box. Box was a character in Inanimate Insanity that recently came back to life in the Inanimate Insanity Season 2 finale, which is surprisingly nearly a year ago now. Even I'm shocked by that. And seeing as how Box is starting to get more character development in Inanimate Insanity Season 4, and is said to be quite competitive, I think. I don't know. This is unscripted, like I've said. Maybe she can use that for the season. Next is Finn. Probably an early boot here, but yeah, same reason as Anastasia, the floor, etc. Steve. Steve has managed to survive the wilderness in Minecraft survival mode, if you manage to complete it. And seeing as how Steve has got the survival skills, let's see if he can use those survival skills to survive the competition. Up next, we've got Lightning McQueen and Meta. If you're gonna have one of them in this, you're gonna have to have the other. They're like brothers in arms. So of course I'm gonna include them both. So yeah, I am starting to get into the Cars franchise a lot now. I mean, I was when I was little and grew out of it, but now I'm back into it and probably will stay as a Cars fan. So yeah, I want to start getting more Cars characters into this. I mean, I do know that there's another paper show, well, other paper shows that are including them, so why not I do the same? Seeing as this is a franchise I grew out of and got back into. Next is Silver. We're starting to have more characters that are, you know. We've got Bracelety, Baroness von Bonbon. I mean, she is a ruler of a kingdom after all, so I'll give her that. A joke character. Can't say their name because of where I live. You can't really say the name because apparently it's rude. So I'm just gonna refer to them as Fan, unless I'll say it as Fan E. Oh, Dango. Right. I think this is one of the first open source objects representatives. I feel like open source objects is an underrated show, and recently, they're currently getting a new owner. I do not know if the new owner is working on the show now, but let's see how these this group does, especially since they're like 3-in-1 character after all. Next is a character I used to have as a favorite. Serpentious. Okay, a redeemed demon from Hazbin Hotel. Season 2's around the corner. And I feel like Baxter and Serpentious might have had a history together, and I feel like having them in this season could give them quite some dynamic, alright? Yeah, I want to experiment with this season a little by having characters who know each other. I don't know. Anyways, we've got Brightney, leader of the book club in Dandy's World. Yeah, there's quite a bit of Dandy's World characters. I feel like she could be seen as a leader type of character, similar to Skarloey. But yeah, let's see if Brightney can use that leadership to lead her team to victory. Who knows? Next is Rario. Now, one of my best mates, Lightning Rocks, had Rario in his show. Rario managed to come first, so I feel like if he managed to come first in his show, Ultimate Paper Battle World Tour, which is his 3rd season, by the way, I highly recommend going and watching his series. It's really good. The seasons are getting better and better as they go. I mean it. Go watch it now. In fact, I'll probably link the show in the description. Yeah, let's see if Rario can win this season as well. Roulette Wheel. Roulette Wheel, before his elimination, was seen to be a strategic kind of player. I mean, he did manage to get some characters into alliance, and surprisingly failed to get one character into alliance, so I guess they must have noticed that they were being manipulated into one. I feel like Roulette Wheel shouldn't have left early. I feel like if we saw more of him, we could have seen more strategies that he would have made. But let's see if he puts that to the test in this season. And on to the returnees. We've got Cuphead and Lucifer from Season 1. I feel like I didn't do a lot with Lucifer in Season 1, so I feel like bringing him back, he could do a lot more, but he could be a joke character. I don't know. We have 2 characters from World Tour. I will announce who they are. You'll just have to wait and see. Shapey, I realized I didn't do much with him. I did try to give him a sort of character arc and a dynamic with Star Butterfly, but cut that short. So I feel like having him in this season, he could do a lot more. And Cuphead, he was wrongfully eliminated. I feel bad for eliminating Cuphead like that. So yeah, that's it for Season 4. On to Season 5, which is Pakito Island. Yeah, don't ask how it's spelled like this. This is how it's spelled in Total Drama and the others. Well, you get the point. So yeah, this season we'll have about 17 newcomers, I think. We'll just have to wait and see. But all I know is it's below 20 characters. Yeah, there won't be a lot of returning characters for the season. And some characters I won't have a lot to say. Yeah, that's kind of it. Right, on to the contestants. And it's... Who are you again? Wait, hold on, let me get, hold on. Turns out his name's Kensuke. Huh. Well, it's kind of weird that I know that, he's obsessed with, warfare and all that, despite the fact that I forgot his name is kind of weird. But yeah, Kensuke, sorry, I'm getting mixed up with his name now. Kensuke, as you can see, he's obsessed with Warcraft. Hold on, I've not got a lot to say about him. I wish I did. Maybe for the next direct, I'll at least have some notes to say about the characters. But yeah, good luck, I guess, Kensuke. Next. Wait, there's 2 returnees. Looks like I messed up this slide. Anyways, next up we've got Knuckles. Knuckles is mainly the bronze out of the trio between him, Sonic, and Tails. So let's see if he can put his bronze to the test in this game. Next is Yule, one of the villains in Disventure Camp. Yule is kind of strategic, I suppose. He does have a big ego. And, he is a pain, I suppose. But yeah, let's see how many people he can piss off in this season. Next is Gelatin. Okay, Gelatin is kind of a wild card. Sometimes he's goofy, sometimes he makes dark humor jokes that could go off on the wrong foot. especially when Barfbag died in BFB 14. But yeah, hopefully Gelatin doesn't end up like Benji in Disadventure Camp Season 4. Anyways, next up we've got Molly. Not much to say about Molly. This is kind of the first obscure Thomas and Friends character I've put into the my paper show. But yeah, that's kind of it for Molly. Good luck, I suppose. Next is Ted. Alright, before you ask who and why does he look like this, first off, this is a Disadventure Camp character. You can both see this that these two characters are the same design, and this character literally, we all thought he was going to be the main villain of this season, but ended up getting the cut his torch in the end. So this time around, I'm going to have him as the main villain, hopefully. So yeah, if you see him and this douchebag in alliance, then you'll know why. But anyways, next up we've got V. He's kind of a goofball as well, kind of like Gelatin, but he is a serial destination after all, and they are murder drones. I mean, he is from a show called Murder Drones, but yeah, there's not a lot of characters to talk about here. I mean, we've got Ashley, Tape. Wait, hold on. Okay, Tape. So this character is self-aware, shall we say? I mean, they've kind of got the brains and all that. I guess. Yeah, this wise toy Bonnie here. Yeah, not a lot of characters to talk about, really. These were all just picked by a wheel. Yeah, and that's kind of it, really. Let's go into the season I want to talk a lot about. Free for All! Okay, so this season you all will probably like the most. This is mainly because this is a free-for-all season, and no eliminations will be in the season. Plenty of time for character development and for arcs to happen. Yep. So basically how this works is that each episode will have 2 challenges, and they'll earn points depending on how well they'll do in those challenges. And those points will add up to see who will, well, in the final episode, all the points will be tallied up together, and whoever has the most points overall will win the season. So let's go into this season's cast. So I'll show them off, and I'll try to say a little about the characters. So in this season we've got Italy Ball, well, the country ball of Italy, Villager, Shrimpo. Wait, hold on, the one from season 5's N. This one's V. My apologies. Charles, Sir Bertram Topham Hatt, Coiny, an underrated character, Arthur, Carl Weathers from the Cars franchise, Glamrock Freddy, Daisy, ahoy there me hearties, it's salty, Van, Waluigi, Scrooge McDuck, Charlie, and Tea Kettle. So this is the cast. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So there'll be one returnee this season with 17 characters. So let's get into this. First off, Charlie. So Charlie, as we know, owns the Hazbin Hotel in her show, The Hazbin Hotel. Well, Hazbin Hotel. And seeing as she's trying to be a leader type character and try to get people into heaven, yeah, that's her main goal, redemption, I feel like she can use that to make an alliance with some characters here. And who knows, maybe that could help her in the game. Who knows? Next is Tea Kettle. She's like a mother-like character. She'll do anything it takes. Scrooge McDuck, the billionaire character, well, I think a trillionaire character? Hold on, let me check. Anyways, I'll move on to Fan. Fan is a wild card. He's not a fan of the show. No, just because I put a fan in this. Yeah, you get the point. Waluigi, nothing to say. Salty, he's got many tall tales of his own, especially when it comes to myths and all that. So let's see if he does make any alliances, he can, explain them. Daisy. Alright, so Daisy is kind of a weird option here, but hear me out. if I have Daisy in this season, maybe it's a chance for her to overcome her fears or something. I mean, just because she likes to be a fancy rail car and all that, she does get a bit picky over little things such as hold on, let me go on the Thomas Wiki here. I'll move on to Shrimpo here. So Shrimpo, yeah, we all better watch out for him. He hates everything. He'll probably hate the show. He'll probably hate everyone here. Yeah, we better watch out for this guy. He'll probably defeat everyone in this. I don't know. Hopefully, he isn't the first Dandy's World character to win a season of Paper Survivor. Villager, same reason as Charlie Morningstar. He can be a leader type of character and could lead the people he makes friends with, possibly, to a high rank in the season. Yeah. Anyways, what was it about Daisy again? Okay, Daisy only appeared in the River Season CGI series. Hold on, okay, so, Daisy acts as if she's, well, her catchphrase or something is that she's highly sprung and right up to date. And she can be a bit snarky and irritable. However, there are some things to her that, could potentially help her in this game, shall we say. She is good at manipulating characters. I mean, we all saw that CGI episode where with her and Ryan in it, and she got Ryan to do all the work, I suppose. That kind of counts. But yeah, I'm happy for this. I really hope the season does well, and I really hope I get to do whatever it takes to make the season as good as possible. But who do you think should return to the season? Well, return to the season. Should I add Finn from Danny's World into the season so he could have a dynamic with Shrimpo? I mean, that's kind of what the fandom likes, and the Danny's World fandom, I suppose. I don't know. But yeah, comment below who you think would fit well in this season. Wait, hold on. I will do another free-for-all season like this, so, feel free to recommend any, characters haven't appeared in this season, well, in Paper Survivor yet, and recommend characters that have appeared in Paper Survivor and in this direct who you think would fit well. Anyways, on to All Stars. So, you all will be probably wondering how. Whoops. Maybe we shouldn't have filmed a scene for the Paper Survivor movie. Oh, I realise I'm on camera here. Forget what I said there. I might have knocked out my creator because of a scene that we're doing for the Paper Survivor movie. So, I guess I'll probably host the rest of the direct. But yeah, this is Season 7 is going to be All-Stars, and it will be, well, technically it'll be the top 7 players from every season. But seeing as some characters will probably be in the top 7 more than once, we do have an example of it. So, if there's 6 seasons that we've done, and there'd be 7 characters that were in the top 7, then yeah, we'll have 42 characters, same as Teapot. So, let's go over those characters, shall we? So, Balloon, the Season 1 winner. Don, the runner-up. Alistair, 3rd place. He is also in the Paper Survivor Season 2 finale. Lucky him. Crimson, Pac-Man. Edward, hopefully he doesn't have a rigged elimination. Ray. Those are the top 7 for Paper Survivor Season 1. We've got Misato and Goob in the final 4 for Season 2. Leafy, you might be wondering, why is she here? And despite the fact that I've already covered Season 1, well, she did better in Season 2, and she actually made it to the top 7. So yeah, this is why it could be kind of confused a lot. But yeah, seeing as Edward and Alistair already are in the top 7 for Season 2, I'm going to have to add in 2 more characters to this. So yeah, it causes confusion and delay, I know. We also have Ellie, Lightning, Patrick, and Toad. So these are the 14 characters that have been confirmed for All Stars. So we'll just have to wait and see for who will be in All Stars based on the results from the seasons that haven't came out yet for seasons 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. I'm hoping season 6 does well, in my opinion. Don't you think? Anyways, let's play, well, seeing as my creator is knocked out and I can do whatever I want, how about a little sneak peek for the Paper Survivor movie, shall we say? Let's get to that now.
Whoa!
Oh, 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 oh. Ugh.
Edward? They aren't. Edward? Speak to me. Edward? Are they?
Yes, Leafy. They are.
No. They can't be. Edward. Edward.
Redonkulous race. I've got nothing to say here. I'm just get into it. So, I'm just going to introduce the teams because I'm on a tight schedule here. So, for the toys, we've got Buzz and Woody. Yeah, Buzz Lightyear. And, Lamp and Cake, the X's. Who's next? Luigi and Guido. Mr. Skinner and Mr. Garrison. Weird duo here. What do we even choose these? Oh dear. Ted and Winnie. Oh, reasonable one. Thomas and Percy. Makes sense. Have the best friends be in the same season as each other. Asuka and Shinji. Wonder how that's gonna go. Dipper and Mabel. Siblings. Oh yeah, these are the pilots, by the way. You've got to be kidding me. We have the dealers. Bill Siphon 1. Oh dear. Oh, sugar. We've got Ernie and, oh, Mr. Percival. Reasonable. Don't know why we didn't choose the top of my out, though. Oh. Doc and Oliver, the Great Western Engines. And Robotti and Roz, the robots. I think this is our last group. Nope. We've got the Brains, Book and Stan, the small ones, Fiery Jr. and Plankton, the Billionaires, Scrooge McDuck and Flintheart Glomgold. To be honest, I'd like to see how this plays out. What was that? Anyways, I'd like to see how this turns out. These two having to work together. I mean, we did see them have to work together in the season 2 finale. I am a huge DuckTales fan, by the way. And we've got the Bakers, Sprout and Cosmo. Now, the last two, the siblings, Goob and Scraps, and Alistair and Vox. No, so we all know that they'll probably have a huge rivalry together in season 2. So it'll be kind of, well, in Hazbin Hotel. So it'll be kind of funny if we brought them back in this season where they have to work together. So, yeah, that's it for the direct. See ya. Seeing as he's here, uncautious, I wonder what I might do. Hold on, how many entries do we have? 3. 3, that's how many entries we have for the Paper Survivor movie. Yeah. I wonder if I can do whatever it takes to get more entries. You don't want to see anything. My head, where am I? Alright, you, listen up, huh? Where are the entries? Look, there's only been 3. Still! Do you realize that if I have to make Paper Survivor World Tour before the Paper Survivor movie, it's gonna cause confusion and delay? I know, it's just... No. Screw it. Here, hold on. Here, read this. We're holding you hostage. Huh? What? Who? What? When? Where? Why? How? I don't care. Read it. Okay, if you say so. If you are watching this, we need your help. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock, of course we do. We need entries from the Paper Show community, well, from those inside it, to use one of the 7 templates from the previous 2 videos similar to this. Because we have tried many times for auditioning, we are doing only 1 week. You only have 1 week. If we get more, then I'll spare our creator. But if not, things might get messy. What? What do you mean by that? It doesn't matter. Well, it doesn't matter. Come on, pass me the camera. No. Pass me it over now.
Where are you taking me? No!